for coming. Our featured artist this month is Dr. Michael Mistric, and he is pairing and collaborating with Richard Bryan. So I'm going to turn things over to them and have them talk about the show. Dr. Mistric.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for coming. So the inspiration for this particular collaboration with Mr. Bryan, I was at the Whitney Museum in New York a couple of years ago, about a year or so ago, and I saw a piece that had just a piece of iron attached to it. And I said, you know what, why don't I talk to Mr. Bryan to see if we can't do something together in relation to the artwork. Now, Mr. Bryan has been doing the iron stands for me for several years, and I sort of looked at that as being sort of a utilitarian approach to the art, but I wanted him to add his artistic touch. So, just so you know, the paintings are done, the color comes first. After the color, I use an oil-based Sharpie pen and then hand draw the black over the top of the color. And then that's the painting. And so after I completed the paintings, I took them to Mr. Bryan's workshop, and then no, my mother said, call my elders Mr. and Mrs. I've got a lot of pinch marks for that. Because one day I was at home and I said, you know, Mom, Mary down the street just said she is Miss Smith, not Mary. You understand that? So it's just the way I So anyway, I took the paintings down to Mr. Bryan's workshop and said, here they are, you do your piece, and then I walked away because I didn't want to say, oh, I want this or whatever. So he created his part, and this is what we have here. And I will turn it to Mr. Bryan to let him speak.
Well, thank you all for being here this evening. This is a lot of fun for me, and it's a special moment. Michael's right. As soon as he said last fall, are you interested in doing a show together? It's like, yeah, that would be fun because we spent, like the last 3 years, me doing the stands. You'll see some, not with the circle, but just a stand itself that would hold the painting on it. And watching Michael's art just in the 3 short years, and he's been doing this since 2000, come alive in my mind. The colors, it was fun. And so he suggested doing this last fall. It's like, yeah, we can do that, work with you on it. So we had a couple of meetings, we talked about different ideas, how we're going to do this, but I said, you know, I just got to see the pieces before I can, pull something together. So the first ones that we did were these two here, and Michael brought me these, and then he left, just like you said. And so I decided, what am I going to do with these? And he said, the pressure now that one of these is going to be on the postcard, so you got to get this done real quick. So I took them and I just went to the back of my shop and I found scrap iron and metal and brass and galvanized metal. It's like, you can do something with this, and then it just popped in my head that we could play off of his doodling there. And so that's what you kind of see in the artist here. Recognize that. It's like the squares, that was this, playing on the figures, the brass with the cuts in it. And I was trying to pick up different elements in all of this to really bring his piece even more alive with my questions. And as you look around some of the pieces, you'll see that the metal tries to play with the iron. One thing Michael probably hasn't brought out, but if you stand at a certain direction and look at his painting, there's a 3D effect to it. And there's one particular over there, the way he's got the lines going around it, it's almost, if you have 3D glasses on, you feel like you could be Twilight Zone or something. So, but it's been a very fun collaboration and
So the last thing I want to say is the names of the pieces. So some of you are probably saying, I don't know how to pronounce that word or whatever. So I don't want the person looking at the art to have any preconceived idea by the name that I give it. So if I said that is the sun coming up on the moon on Saturday, then that's what you're going to try to figure out that it's there. So there's a website called Fake Word Generator. And so I go to that website and I press the little icon and it creates a word. And if whatever's the painting there, that's the name that it gets. So then you decide the name of the piece. You decide what that name or definition of that word means to you in terms of that. So does anybody have any questions? That's the teacher in me. I'm ready to say questions or comments. The way I end up all the lectures and stuff. Well, thank you all for coming, and we hope you really enjoy the show.
thank you.